Today I'm going to show you how I shoot car videos with literally the smallest crew possible. If you're anything like me, I'm not usually working with a bunch of people. It's usually just me and my friend Tony or a couple other guys. So over the summer, I bought the Tilta Hydra alien car mounting system, and I found myself having a really hard time getting to use this thing. It was always a problem finding somebody to either drive a sports car or a motorcycle or any car for that matter, and I really wanted to practice with this. So I had an idea of how I could use this thing with literally just myself and somebody driving another car. So you're gonna need three things. You're gonna need a camera with really good autofocus that works with the DJI system. I use the Sony FX3. It's kind of rigged out right now because I was doing some handheld work. You're gonna need the Ronin S, and then you're also gonna need the Tilta Hydra alien arm. And I'm actually forgetting one more thing. You're gonna need an iPad, or honestly, you could use your phone. I prefer using the iPad just because it's bigger. What you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna connect your Ronin and your camera to the Raven Eye system, and then you're just gonna use the subject tracking feature, and you're literally just gonna throw your iPad on the seat and let it track your subject. I know it's kind of crazy, but this actually worked. It loses focus every now and then, but for the most part, it did a really good job. And you could always just hit the recenter button and it kind of just like finds your subject again. So I'm gonna show you some test footage I got. We literally just kind of just like drove around. I mean, this isn't really like the coolest footage ever because it's just kind of like my buddy driving around the neighborhood, and we're going relatively slow because we're trying to be safe and obey the traffic laws. It actually handles the bumps pretty well. Straight out of the box, it does a pretty terrible job. It gets a ton of micro jitters and the footage is practically unusable. But if you see, I have these kind of like red springs attached to it, which is actually made out of dog leash. And I found that mod from the Tilta Facebook group. I think recently they came out with like another attachment to fix the micro jitter problem. Anyways, if I can find it, I'll link it in the description so that you guys can make it too. It's some pieces from Home Depot and a dog leash. You can see it is doing a pretty good job tracking, and this is literally just like using the Raven Eye system with it doing the subject tracking, and we're kind of just like driving around. You can see I'm gonna make a turn here and it's tracking him around the turn, and then whenever it loses focus, you could just tap the recenter button. All right, yeah, so super short, simple tip to kind of help you go out there and film some cars or motorcycles or whatever it is you're into. I know things can be kind of tough when you're just working with a smaller crew, so I just wanted to share something that helped me get out there and start filming, because that's usually just the hardest part. Is you have all the gear, you have all the equipment. Okay, now what do? You just got to get out there and go film something. So find any way possible to just practice. If you guys have any questions about the Hydra system, just leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer it.